Like the cable. Just dangling like that. Let's see if I can get that working again. Hey! My living room TV. Living room lights are super bright. Oh, don't need those guys up. Alright. Gonna get one blanket. I'm an old man now. And nobody can afford to heat things. I've got my I still feel a little bit wanky about this, but it's cold in here. I want to take that extra warmth when I can get it. Let me see now. I want to be doing some I'll do for starters. There you are. TD. I am not. Fuck me. Ooh, my movement is pretty ropey. I've been on Cyberpunk pretty much all day as well. Ooh. Hey Emily, Oliver Oddfish. I love that that's his name. How are you guys doing? Sorry, I'm a wee bit late tonight. My wife has just come back from London with the boys, so I just wanted to hang out with her for a little while. And she has now gone to bed, so I can do a little doodle. Oh, why is that flying about? Not even turned Dynamesh on yet, guys. This is how slow I'm going. Let's have a little noodle around on here and try and tighten some things up. A little bigger than that, I think. Some lovely buttocks in there. And then we got some. Ooh, that was wild. Big aggressive moves here. Far too aggressive, let's. Oh man, maybe I am feeling it a little. There's lots going wrong here, but over there. Wow, it's a crevasse. That's in the wrong spot. It is a really wide butt crack. I mean, give me time. Hey, that stranded duck. I'm late on tonight, so I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'm just trying to get a move on and to look up and see the comments about butt cracks. Yeah, it's a wide butt crack. Boom, boom. Oh, I need to turn this down a little bit. That was wild and reckless of me. This is feeling relatively tight. I mapped in some bits and pieces. I don't want to linger for too long on. We'll just get a bit of mass in here. Oh, I need to get... This is wrong. But I'm going to roll with it for now. Look at some... I'm really digging how chilled out these tunes are tonight. I'm developing a new affinity for just random royalty-free playlists. Alright, I need to re-crack the butt crack. Avert your eyes, stranded duck, avert your eyes. It's not wide enough now, see, I'm going too tentative. Too delicate, even. You know what I need to do? Let's boom. And just... Nope, not like that. Fuck. That's not the right move. Some days, the sculpture just wants to happen. Some days, you gotta fight it for every single millimeter it gives. I kind of feel like today is going to be one of those days. Too much. Alright, this guy needs some arms. Thanks, Stranded Duck. I have long laboured under the impression that I'm impatient. So I've learned to sculpt sort of real quick. These old bits of fucking hair, they are. What was I doing this week? Yeah, I'm impatient. So what I learned to do was kind of move faster so that I could get more done. And eventually realised that I could almost complete a sculpture before I ran out of kind of attention. Yeah, so I go fast. Unless I'm talking now, my brain gets completely cabbage. What am I doing? I'm going to pop those two together because I feel like it. I've not paid any attention to my geometry for a little while. So we've definitely got some things going on. Is this going to be enough juice for this? Yeah, I don't think I've lost too much there. Yeah, I can still see clay marks. That's a cool resolution. Let me just going to cheat that up a little. Ooh, right. So I'm going to tighten up some bits around here. He's dynameshed and happy. I'm still not into my new setup at home. I can't seem to get comfortable. I'm going kind of overly aggressive, very stylized with this guy. Anybody who watches regularly be like, what do you mean this guy? Yeah, I overcook it a lot. What am I doing? But I'm definitely planning on overcooking this guy because of my affinity, my joy, my pleasure at watching the Cyberpunk TV show on Netflix. It's pretty dope. So at some point I'm going to kind of stop mapping in anatomy and start kind of switching it out for kind of like cybernetic implants and stuff. I'm kind of excited for that. So I've kind of got one eye on that now as I'm kind of bapping away at it, and rather than just going straight up kind of what I remember of anatomy. I'm okay at kind of surface anatomy, I guess. But I'm just going by feel a lot now. I want some shapes and forms that look good, that roughly conform to anatomy, but I'm not overly fussed because I'm gonna be making this guy into a cyborg anyway. So he needs arms and shoulders, this boy. He does. He looks just like a really sad action figure at the minute, just kind of like popped. Put your arms and legs up, boy. Let's insert. What do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna skip a bit. I do know that I need to try myself better at arms, but these are lovely, and I'm feeling lazy today, and that's okay. One of those. All right, let's get these in a nice spot. So I'm always going to kind of find my favorite position with them kind of down. Oh, that feels nice. Feels like I have a nice high shoulder here. Good silhouette there. I think obviously once these forms are filled in. Alright, so I just want to get this real big and just sort of pull some of this noise out here. This is janky. This is such a janky way of doing this. But, I mean, fuck, look at it. It looks cool. I'm rolling with it. Oh god, that's... I actually feel a little bit dirty for how janky that was. But I like the way that silhouette feels, so I'm kind of rolling with it. Maybe I need to be bigger. I think they do need to be bigger. That's the wrong place. That feels nice. Oh, that's a little bit funky in there. Oh, I've realised as well I've not put the arms into position properly, so all of this is probably going to have to change anyway. Because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Because to position them properly, I want this guy to be in a T-pose. But by blocking all of that kind of noise in there, hopefully I just need to pull that further forward, I think. Yeah, that feels okay. Oh, I fucking do love an IMM tool for just letting me skip a level. If it does feel like a cheat, it really does. But it's kind of like, you know, when you play a video game loads. Like an old one with levels. And you just wanted to play a specific level. So you wouldn't kind of... I've done this level before, I can sculpt an arm. I mean, just... Nope, go back. I think that'll be enough for now. Tap out of that. Yeah, I mean, that's good. And then we'll do another animation. Hopefully not lost too much on the face there. Yeah, I really shouldn't be animation all this stuff together, but I want to be little bit free, and this is my time to play. That's not right. Board. So this is going to stretch out a little more, and that is going to be back there. Okay. Ooh, I go big. Boom. Really, really dig these chains. I was saying before that today was going to be one of those days where it's a bit of a fight. I just had a lovely moment where I mapped out bits of form on the head and the shoulders separately and independently, and then merged them together. And that was a while ago, and this is the first time I've been back here. And those forms almost joined up beautifully to give me that kind of muscular shape at the back there. It was a really satisfying moment. I felt like maybe, just maybe, sometimes I know what I'm doing. And that's a good feeling. I feel really silly talking to myself. Maybe this is like my therapy or some shit. I could have just fucking jumped on and done some ZBrush without having to be on this thing. It's weird. Maybe I like talking to myself. Oh, them some perky boobies. Yeah, it feels like this is a more socially acceptable way of just getting out all of that talking to myself energy. Man. Yeah, it's what it feels like. But if you think about all the times in the day when you kind of like suppress a moment of talking to yourself, like I do it all the time. Because I know if people overhear me, they're going to think I'm weird. Oh god, those shoulders are ridiculous. I need to fix that. What am I doing? Remember that moment that I had back here about feeling really satisfied about that? This has just undone it all. I feel like shit now. Oh my goodness, this is awful. I don't even know what to do. When in doubt, grab a little trim dynamic. It's this mess here. I think I might have put his arms too high for me to be able to sculpt this. What did you use to stream Stranded Duck? I've done that so many times. I do that in the car. All the time in the car. Have full ass. I get upset. I'll be like having a full on conversation with myself, but playing both parts, and then I'll be like almost in tears because this bitch has upset me, and it's all just an imaginary conversation in my head about some fucking hypothetical thing that may or may not ever happen. And then you realize that you were doing it. Yeah. Oh, I'm not. Tonight is definitely going to be a scrap. I'm not enjoying any of this. Apart from that kind of moment that I pointed out that I blatantly enjoyed. I'm going aggressive now, big moves. Really separate some of those forms out, because I don't know where I am here at the minute. You did a game jam. That's pretty dope. I always quite like the idea of making games. By all that being said, I quite like the idea of a lot of things. Yeah, I've always been a big fan of the kind of the artistry in games. I'm making a mess of things here. I'm being too rough. If I'm sticking with you, you need to live around that. But I'm going to go away. Yeah, 50 hobbies where you learn all the rules, you do all the research, and then when it comes time to actually play, you can't actually ever make time. Oh, you bought all the kit as well. Every single time I do that. I've managed to stick with a couple of awesome hobbies, but so many have gone that way. Oh, did I still have that? I don't know what it says. Dark Nebbles, you've got to know I'm an old man. You guys are going to have to talk me through those settings. Nah, I'll get that fixed. Is it that one? I'm clicking lots of buttons now, guys. Edit stream info. That's the one. Digital scanning fun was a lie. I did that this afternoon with some guys at work, and the only way I could get it on a screen was to do it from my phone, because I couldn't find a laptop at work. Digital sculpture with me. Fixed it. I'm going to double check the spellings there. It's flagged chatting and hanging. I'm going to roll with that. Let's make you small. Go away. Let me see. Yeah, I've made it to a couple of hobbies like that. I've found climbing and is my big one, and D&D. They're my two ones that I can make time for in my life. I have 1 day a week for video games as well. Oh, digital models from photos. That is photogrammetry, and I know little to nothing about that. Other than it looks cool as all heck, and phones are better at it, and all the software's better at it now than it ever was. I think I looked at it a little bit in the, what this have been, around 2010. And I've got a digital model of myself somewhere. I'm trying to dig that out, a photograph of a little digital scan of my face. See how good it was compared to the ones that we've got now. Climbing is my mana and my lifeblood. It's what keeps me sane. My beautiful climbing centre and my wonderful climbing friends. If I didn't have that, honestly, I would be, I don't know what, I'd be a horrible human. An odious, horrible, sad human person. Oh, look at those bobbing muscles. They were too much, but I enjoyed it. Yeah. Do you know? That's quite terrifying. Oh, please dig that out. It'd be awesome to see it and compare it to the meshes that we can get now. Here's where I'm going with this. Big muscle man here. Big fat boy that does this. Or something like this. I mean, I'm saying that it does this. I'm just smushing around. This is getting, this is getting a lot, guys. Of course, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? I actually sell shrines on my Etsy page. If any of you are interested in sort of re-upping or you know, just adding a little bit of extra bling to that kind of you know, shrine sitch. It's pretty cool merch, ethically sourced. You know, we grow it, we grow it and weave it ourselves. That's starting to feel like it's coming together a little bit. Remember, this guy's going the cyberpunk route, so I'm happy to be a little loosey-goosey with my referencing today. Please don't get sad if I get a muscle out of place. I'm just mooching about. Grab a drink and eat a crispy. What's super fun about these chats is I don't see real names, and I'm pretty bad at remembering names anyway. So when people jump into the chat, I assume that I know them, but I might not. And sometimes I can kind of work out who the person is by their screen name. But you guys gotta know, most of the time I'm talking, I have no idea whether I know you or not. What I'm probably assuming is that I possibly do know you, because who would come and hang out with me if they didn't feel some sort of physical obligation to kind of supporting a mate? Or whether you're just here randomly. So I'm constantly doubting that. Time for some inspiration from ZBrush. Look at how shit you are. You can barely do the musculature of one weirdly shaped Cyberman. Now we've got the beautiful Henry Cavill. I'm gonna be done eating crisp soon. This is a weird show. I love this. It's my favorite. So beautiful. Isn't he just painfully beautiful? I mean, I'm a very, very, very happily married man. But sometimes it just aches to look at him. A soundstage. Wow. He was filming The Witcher up in the Lake District, about 10 or 15 miles away from where I'd booked an anniversary photo shoot in the Lake District for me and my wife, because she likes to have her picture taken, and sometimes I am thoughtful enough to oblige her. We went with a beautiful friend of ours, Josh Wyborn. If anybody's interested, he's a great photographer. And whilst we were getting dressed up in our wedding clothes, so I was wearing my fanciest of all fancy suits, and my wife was wearing her wedding dress with a red leather jacket. I was like, we still fit into these. We look pretty good for old people. And I then tried to convince her that Henry Cavill was only a town away and we should sneak over and I don't know, seduce him, bring him back home, steal it, kidnap him. We were going to do something. I didn't really have the full plan worked out. But yeah, I wanted him at home. Not for anything sordid or seedy, but just to be like, hey Henry, how's your day, man? Yeah, anyway. Let's get on with some more stuff. Sustenance has been achieved. I've eaten some food. I've eaten some crisps. Let's bop around with this guy a little bit more. I'm going to leave some of these harsh lines in place. One, because I've kind of fallen in love with this new slash tool. I'd have to try and convert him to D&D. I've got so many unpainted minis. I mean, I think that's all it'd take. He seems like that sort of guy. You'd just be like, "Hey, bud, what you doing?" It's like, "Oh, mate, I saw that you had like 400,000 unpainted minis, and I just thought, let's get started." No, I didn't enjoy that. Don't do that, Rick. I'm doing that thing where I try and wander away and do other things. Honestly, I reckon he'd just get stuck in. Am I being lazy with legs? As I am. I can feel it. I'm just being lazy. I'm a lazy, dirty boy tonight. Blah, done. Finished. Nailed it. Boom. Ship it. I'm only joking. Legs always deploy really weird, and even I know I can hold shift, but even when I hold shift, things get squirrely. So I just dump them where I want, and then I'm gonna have to hang out with that for a minute. Yeah, that's how you get him. Like a little unfinished, like partially painted, but like badly with like splodges, and like a paintbrush next to it, but all tied to a fishing line. You could be in a bush in your best clothes and be like, and like when he goes to like pick it up, just lure him in, get him closer. It's a good plan. If only you were in the Lake District with me. I think we just went to McDonald's instead. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing here. Boom. I do very much enjoy this music, but I'm missing singing along and trying to make up the words to songs that I should know very well. That's all I have to say on that matter, I think. Ooh, he's got a behind. I think these legs too long. I can fix some of that in a minute, I guess. He's got buttocks. They'll get better. How long have we been doing this for? 40 minutes. Everybody's missing out on butt time. I can never remember which way that muscle goes. Is it that? No, I'm not. I'm just gonna wait. I'll come back to that. I'm just making some noise now. I think I want to mess around with his proportions a little bit. I do like this high chest line. Let's get a big boy move on the go. Going on a rampage, I'm messing him up. Yeah, I like that apine kind of like jut. I'll probably come back to it. I'm feeling a bit lost with this guy. Something needs to occur, and I don't know what that needs to be. Nope, not like this. I'm not using any reference tonight. I'm being terribly, terribly badly behaved. Don't tell anyone. It's really poor form, I know. But this is kind of like doodling. And I'm lazy. And I'm just getting used to all this Twitch business being on one monitor. And I haven't set up. Yeah, wow. Maybe go have a look at some human anatomy. I won't do it. I'm just going to make this shit up and... Oh, you're going to make me do it, aren't you? I used to do a thing in my class where I'd make people take their idiot brain on one last date before they made a long-lasting commitment to their sort of visual brain. And I would let them go and draw something from memory. That was a fucking asshole move. I like hanging out with my idiot brain sometimes. I know stuff goes around here somewhere, and I know that I'm gonna have to go get some reference. But now it kind of feels like a challenge, so I don't know, maybe I won't. I also came here to do some Cyberpunk, and I've not done any Cyberpunk. So maybe I'm going to take a little time off. Let's get a little... Don't mention that. Got some jankiness going on there. Let's grab this guy. Yeah, once again, I think just being lazy. It's just laziness. This brush doesn't lend itself to being lazied up too much. We get this little step, but it might be enough to get us on the move. I want to go hard edge with this, because there's something here. Is that too obvious? do need to kind of come out of here somewhere. Let's try it over this way. Nah, I had it. The thing that I thought I would be enjoying, the thing that I came here for, is eluding me. Fucking bullshit. This is harder than it looks. Less is always more, you are correct. I'm gonna have to have a look at some stuff. Just having a quick mooch around on Google Images. Alright. Okay. I'm glad I went for a massive bite in there. I'm not super happy with it, but I think it's not far off what I want it to be. There's a fucking whole load of horror going on there. Just one. That one? Right, snap to alignment. I don't know, that's weird. Been Dynamaxed in a while. be away from this to move it. Cool. I'll go with that. I'm tired. It's probably time for me to call this. Let's see where we go with this. See whether we can get a little boost of endorphins from it. I think I might do. Because I want that to split. It's time for some more crisps. Right. What a tit. Got carried away, didn't I? Ooh. Have a little rest. The hardest thing about doing this shit is when you get kind of like one or two people drop in and then they leave. And it kind of breaks your rhythm of self-chats. Ugh, that's horrendous. But it's always nice for people to drop in. Move some shit around. This is going wild. I might call this in. I'm not enjoying myself so much tonight. Everything feels hard. And not in a good way, you know. I mean, not even like that. Really. This is horrendous. My music's finished, guys. Nah, son of a bitch, I was going to use that as an excuse to bail. I might do it anyway. I'm not enjoying this. Let's do a quick render. Render? For posterity's sake. Okay, even grab the render set right side. That's what we got. This is how I feel. Boop.